Hi and welcome to this playthrough slash walkthrough of LEGO The Hobbit. I wanted to do LEGO Lord of the Rings, but unfortunately that has yet to come to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So you have to make do with the LEGO Hobbit. And I'm going to go into settings and put the music away so that I'm not stricken with some sort of copyright. I'm just gonna keep it to this intro, and I guess some of the music will still be in the actual game, but hopefully that is allowed on the video since it's part of the actual game, so I can't exactly shut the sound off. Well, I could, but it would remove the magic. So anyway, I hope you will enjoy this guide to Platinum in The Hobbit, and yeah, let's start this journey. And unfortunately, The Hobbit is not complete. It is only the first two movies, and why it is that way you have to ask Warner Brothers.
You asked
But
me once if I
here we
had told
go.
you everything there was to know about my adventures. It began long ago, in a land far away to the east. There was the city of Dale, peaceful and prosperous. For this city lay before the doors of the greatest kingdom in Middle-earth, Erebor, stronghold of Thrall, king under the mountain, mightiest of the dwarf lords. His line lay secure in the lives of his son and grandson. All pay homage to him, even the great elven king, Thranduil. Ah, Frodo, Erebor.
My liege, our king asks you to go and oversee today's mining operation.
So here we are. Now we can start our little play, and why not hack some of this stuff and see what breaks and whatnot. And looks like we need some kind of rope to this chest behind the throne, and we don't have a character to do that yet, so we'll leave it for later. And it is really a shame that Warner Brothers decided to only put the two movies, but I guess they were taking advantage of the hype that was and was in a hurry to release this game when only the first two movies had come, and they never completed it with the third movie. So why is that, you might ask? Well, ask Warner Brothers and the people behind the decision to not include a third part in this game, the final part of the movie trilogy of the Hobbit movies. They did in LEGO Lord of the Rings, all three movies, but in LEGO The Hobbit it was just the two first ones. And it's sad, but that's how it is. And it's a shame to the franchise, and it's a shame for all of you who buy this game and think it is the complete game when it's not. So I bought the game when it was said that the third one would come as a DLC. Then they changed their minds, so we never got the third movie in the LEGO game. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this platinum guide, because you can platinum it even though you don't have the third movie in it. So it will lack in both the story and gameplay, which is really sad. I wish they could have come and released the third part to the movie trilogy, but it's been, what, 10 years and it still hasn't come, so I doubt you will ever see one. However, I do hope you will enjoy this guide. You pick this thing up that you destroy from the statues and you throw it up, and the statue upside falls, and you can see what's his name, Bumper, sitting there eating, and he drops the chicken or whatever, so the guards start eating, so you can continue.
Hewn from rock, and in great seams of gold, running like rivers through stone.
So what you need to do here is smash this statue with the guy with the big club by pressing the square button, and then you can see the rest of the dwarves here. They're inspecting all the emerald and jewels and gold and whatnot for the quality of it. And you can smash some of this stuff and get some Lego. Well, I'm not sure if you get Lego bricks in this one. You get materials that you can build things of. Wood, iron, copper, and other different things that you can build in smithies all over the world. But anyway, you make it up here and jump on top and hang on the left side, and then switch to another character and jump up on the right side and hang on that side, and that will open the door. The part on the right side over here that I was showing you need some other stuff that is not available yet to us. But I do believe you can make some kind of a fire or something there that will burn through these wooden crates that's in the corner, and it will reveal some kind of Minikit or whatever it was. It's been a long time since I played it, so I can't remember what occurred there. But anyway, run inside and you will get a small cut sequence where Bumper, or whatever his name was, runs deeper inside of the mine. And let's see, it's a little bit dark, so I'm gonna try to put some more brightness on, just so it's easier for you guys to see. Let me know if I need to put more brightness on. Got a little bit better, and now it's easier to see in the video. Maybe I can adjust it a little bit more. because it's kind of hard to see the boards and everything that drops. So let's make it to even 70 on brightness and try it that way. Hopefully that is sufficient, because now I at least can see, and hopefully you guys have a much easier time to see the video as well. But anyway, you can destroy a lot of this stuff in here and gather some of the materials needed, because we do need to collect a certain amount of some materials to be able to build the stuff needed to continue. The key to this door. So we can use one of the dwarfs to crawl inside this little area, and we come up on top of this one and we interact with the cogwheels here. That should get the gold pouring, and we shut it off so we can actually jump down and smash it without getting burned, and we can collect the gold bricks from it and continue to smash some of these stuff, get some green crystals or blue parts, and then we can smash all the rest of the stuff, get some studs, some boards and other parts needed. And you can smash this table as well, and apparently you can't walk close to this because he shuts his ears. So I think we need a bow and arrow or something to do that one, but when you gather enough material, interact with the smithy and bring up the materials shown on top of his head. You just click on them and he starts hammering and starts making the key. So we have some of that, blue crystals, and then some of the green ones and the red ones and the gold bricks. And he makes real pretty key. Now we can hammer on it, which is indicated by the different buttons appearing in the center. So press them as they appear in the center, and that should finish it off.
The skill of the dwarves was unequaled, fashioning objects of great beauty out of diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire.
And then we can open the door using that key. Really expensive one. And then he just drops it on the ground. He's like, well, don't need it anymore. Don't care how expensive it is. Run in here and you'll get this little cutscene of the mine. And as you guess, we need to convince our partner in crime by giving him the flute. And you can see the flute playing right here. You can't really do much else from the beginning. You can run around and smash some extra stuff if you want. I did a few things, but I kept it short so the video doesn't become too long. So you can give the flute to him here and he starts playing a little tune and you start dancing. That's how happy he was when he got the flute. And he brings out his pickaxe, so you can switch to him and start mining a little bit on these piles near where we are. And you indicate and smash when it hits the middle. If you somehow miss it, you have to do several cuts like I did on that one. I was too much in a hurry, and you won't get that perfect one, so you have to chop away 3 or 4 times instead, because you didn't have the significant strength to just chop it one time, since you missed the timing. But there are hidden stuff and so-called mini bricks, I think, scattered around here, but for now we can't access them because we don't have the skills and the people that can do those things, such as Samwise Gamgee, who can make fire and stuff like that. But anyway, you smash this stuff and you build it up, and then you interact with it and start building the basket for the elevator, and you can start mining the cliffside. And I do think you can just have the materials and skip the part where you do the actual construction. However, I do think there is a trophy that you get for doing the actual construction. But I could be wrong, and of course the more you fail, the more money you lose. So you can do a quick build or a slow build by pressing the, what is it, L3 button, or if it's R3 button, by pressing that down or holding it, something like that. But it doesn't really matter if you lose a bunch of money, because when we do get the multipliers, we'll get all the studs that we need anyways. And I make a few mistakes, but I don't think I'll lose that much. Maybe a couple of thousand. And now we only need that part. And that did it. It's completed, and now we can jump in the basket, lower it to the parts needed, and in free play mode you can actually interact with almost all of them. Except for, I think, the middle red one is the one you shouldn't interact with. But here it kind of cuts to the Arkenstone. Maybe it is avoidable, but it doesn't matter because we're supposed to continuing the story, and it's no point really doing the rest of the stuff, because even if you are able to access it, there isn't much use of it right now.
They delve deeper down into the dark, and that is where they found it. The Arkenstone.
See, I cut away just to try to avoid it, but it's still cut into this scene.
But Thror's love of gold had grown too fierce. A sickness had begun to grow within him. And where sickness thrives, bad things will follow.
Very bad things.
First they heard was a noise like a hurricane.
Violet, sound the alarm.
What is it?
Dragon. Dragon!
He was a fire drake from the north. This city of men was nothing. For dragons covered gold with a dark and fierce desire. Smaug had come.
Ooh. So it's up to you, you know. Just know that if you do buy this game, it is not completed. It is only the first 2 movies, so I think really it's a waste of time for you to buy this game because it's incomplete. However, I did buy it before when it was said that the third part would come as a DLC add-on. Since they only made this game before the third one was completed. They had only completed the 2 movies. And Warner Brothers used that momentum to get the game out. Instead of waiting for the third movie, they wanted the hype. So they never completed this game. They just put in the 2 games that was already out, or the 2 movies that was already out. The Unexpected Journey and whatever the second part was called. So, in my opinion, it's a waste of time for you to buy this since it's not completed. And I don't know if there's a petition or anything like that that could help them put one out. I think they already tried it, but they didn't care. Anyway, you need to throw a rope to open the path forward with well, whatever the character's name was that has the rope. Oops, sorry buddy, I was going to do this body attack so we can smash this. All of the debris falls on the dwarven army below. Good thing they have helmets. But anyway, make it down there, and there's really only one way to go, towards the gate and into a cutscene. No, you will not get the Arkenstone. I will take it with me and run deep into the vault.
Such wanton death was dealt that day.
Big fire. But anyway, here you get a big axe, and you have to pick it up. And then you need to smash some stuff here and build on the right side. But there is a few purple Lego studs in the back here, which we collect before building this pile. And then we need the rope guy to pull it down and build it up into a square statue thingy that we can smash into the door to open it. There we go, and then we change the sword with the big hammer, and we open the door, and we can pass through into the Chamber of Gold. And he calls out for his father, but his father just keeps running deeper into the mine, and as you can see, the dragon is already inside there, crawling around underneath all of the gold. And we can smash some of the stuff to collect some gold bricks and things like that. And then we switch into our rope guy and pull this big golden statue down. And we can make it on top, smash the stuff up here, so we can build a little walkway. Whoops! Didn't mean to hit you guys, sorry about that. And then we can build this thing that raises into a walkway so we can cross between the different piles. And he smashes one more pillar down with his tail. Anyway, we'll make it across here, and we need to use one character that has well, whatever it's called, and then we hang and jump on top of him with the other characters so we can make it across with all. And I'm struggling here to switch between so I can get the right character and stay hanged on top of it while I'm switching to the other character so I can jump on top of him, and I'm not doing a really good job. No, not that one, the other one. How about now? Can I do it now? There, finally. And then you turn around and you press X button, or the jump button, and now I can jump across with Thorin and run up, and one of the other characters will join me automatically. Then you just hang on top here with both characters to get his father to drop down into a cutscene. And now we have to run. And I accidentally run into a Minikit towards the end. And I was trying not to. But it is totally up to you which pass you make. But if you don't want to grab onto the Minikit, stay away from the middle. Which I didn't, and I ended up getting one of 10 Minikits.
Aragorn was lost. Fandriel would not risk the lives of his kin against the wrath of the dragon. No help came from the elves that day, nor any day since. The young dwarf prince never forgave, and he never forgot.
And that is level completed. Greatest Kingdom in Middle Earth, level completed, free play unlocked, and we unlock Thorin, young Thorin, and Thrain, and Ralin as young Thor, Dwarven Guard, and new characters available to buy. One showed up, and we didn't get full of the money, of course, but we will. We only get like 85% or something like that, 83%. But we unlocked one of the Minikits, as you see, and then we unlock some areas on the map. Three or four places indicated by the green dots, and we get a silver brick. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you join me next time.